Hey everybody, welcome back to part 7 of, pretty sure it's 7 of the Suikoden walkthrough. So we are here at Lepant, I don't know, something like that, Lepant's mansion. And we're gonna try to, what is it? We need to kind of like, I think this is kind of like getting his attention. And to do so, we're gonna be trying to swipe his sword. All right, so here you have to come in here and talk to Kryn, who is one of the most annoying characters in this entire game. I don't really care for the guy. He's kind of a weasel, and he kind of looks like he's, I don't know. What is that look? I don't know. He just looks dumb. He looks really dumb. Who's pretending? We are thieves. Oh, Victor. Seriously, the best. Just gotta be the best character. I don't know. My favorite, anyway, is Victor. I'm pretty sure he's my favorite character of all the choices. He's just kind of like doesn't really care. He knows what he is. He doesn't beat around the bush. Doesn't try to act like something he isn't. And then here I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I could go to some of these different paths, but you can't. Wow, I am still just completely loaded down. Which actually will be solved pretty soon, now that I think about it. So our little... Hey! There we go. Here's Rock. Is the Liberation Army's vault big? So that guy's only got one thing on the mind. Vaults. The bigger the better. And as you can see, Lepant's vault is pretty pathetic. It's got a medicine and 700 bits. That's pretty sad. I mean, Lepant's a cool guy and everything, but man. Alright, so here are these little robot things will kick you out if they see you. Or I should say if you're, yeah, if you go in like into their line of sight. I'm trying to think of how I did this. Alright, so you go over here. Yeah, cut back. And then go behind this guy. I think those two are facing each other, so as long as you go on the back side of the one, you know, the other one won't grab you and give you Das Boot. And I need to look something up because I don't remember what these things drop. I vaguely remember there being something here, something useful, but let's check and make sure because my memory is terrible. Don't remember things. Alright, so the robot guy with the spear has a pointed hat. That's garbage. I guess the one with the sword can potentially drop the Persian lamp if you're trying to collect antiques. So, I don't know. Whap. So, unfortunately, Kai and the hero don't one-shot all this stuff. Curious to see how much health they have. They've got, okay, so the ones with the swords have 150 health, and the ones with the spears have 160. So they're just short of, well, they're a bit short of one-shotting. I think they're doing like 100 damage. Oh, and that was potentially a Persian lamp. I don't think I ended up getting one here now that I think about it. But there's another speed piece, speed whatever fragment thing, majabber. So, you know, again, if you're going to try to utilize the infinite stat ups, there's another speed run or speed fragment for your collection. Which are, by the way, quite useful. There actually is a spot, though, now that I think about it, towards the end of the game, that there's an enemy that will drop those. So this isn't the last place, so it's not the first. I don't think it's the first. Maybe it is the first. Now that I think about it, who knows? Probably not important. But you will get more. Man, and look, I got all kinds of, I don't know, antiques. Unidentified antiques. My guess is it all ended up being garbage because nothing is standing out in my mind as like, whoa, I got this awesome drop when I came through here, so. I'm surprised I took Lorelei through here. What? 16 damage? That's horrible. I wonder if maybe I didn't level up her weapon or something? That's gotta be. I must have just not touched her at all. Because that's horrible. It's not like she's on level with this stuff. Like 20-ish, right? I think you should be around 20-ish in here. The slot man, I believe this guy's got the same exact drops as the... Yeah, same exact drops as the robot soldier, the ones that are holding the swords. So nothing fancy with these guys. Fire rune piece. That might be the only place that you can. Yeah, that fire rune piece. That's the only one that you get in the entire game, and it's right here. And I think here's where I went through my inventory a bit because obviously I was completely overloaded. You know, now that I think about it, I could have, you know, if I really wanted to, I could have walked out of here and gone back to the castle and then dropped off the stuff in the vault now that I have rock. So, if you're in a similar situation as I was at this point in the game, that'd be my suggestion. You know, hoof it on out of here and go dump off your stuff at the vault. And I really probably should have. There's a lot of treasures in here. I guess, you know, it looks like every time that or whenever you're overloaded and you actually try to grab something from a treasure chest, it looks like it'll just stay there. It'll just, you know, tell you, hey, you're overloaded, and then you can monkey around with your inventory and then try to open it again. But, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you just aren't having that issue like I was here. Because that would save you at least, you know, at the bare minimum, it'd save you a trip to walk outside. Alright, Chapo the Trickster. You'll get him eventually. Not quite yet. Or maybe he actually does join you right now. I don't remember. It's either here or at the end of this area. I don't know what to call it. Dungeon. Is this really a dungeon if it's LaPont's house? Alright, let's see what this guy does. Come on, one shot. Nope. This will finish them all. Boonk, boonk, boonk. You know, I think I misspoke when I said that that does double damage, because it doesn't. That's only doing It's only doing 1 times the damage. I'm gonna verify here if that is how it works. And then here's the wheel. This wheel is kind of lame. It took me a little while to get through here, just because you know, I'll keep landing you on random stuff. Like this is the annoying one, so that's a monster. So there's 3 spots that'll spawn monsters, and then you have to fight them, obviously. So that can get a little annoying. Alright, let's see what this says here. Boom, boom, boom. Master pupil attack. Yeah, 1 times damage on this particular list. Yeah, I am just blind today. Okay. Yeah, it looks right. So the EXP plus 10, EXP minus 10, that's so minor that at this, I mean, really, at any time in the game, that's nothing. The question mark in the upper left, that is, the first time that you land on that, you get something like the dragon incense or something like that, and I think that basically completely restores your characters, as well as, I think heals their status effects. Like if they've got any negative status on them. I think anyway. I never actually ended up using it. I think I still have it on my current playthrough. And well, I mean, you know, the description will tell you exactly what it does. But anyways, so obviously that's a great item. It's kind of a really good, like, I don't know, old poop item. I'll try to keep that G rated. And then the next time, if you ever land on that again, you'll get a fortune rune piece, which I actually did stay here for a while, and I think I got like 5 of them. So obviously I spent a little bit of time here. And then the treasure chests are just medicine, which pretty nice actually, in all honesty. I mean, they can keep you going. You know, if you plan on spending any amount of time here. I think I was just trying to get through this at first here. I wanted to. Boy, it looks like yeah, I had some really bad luck here actually. It looks like I think this must be another 2 or 3 minutes before I actually got lucky and ended up in the right spot. Here we go. There's I landed on the big question mark. So let's see here. Dragon Seal Incense. Let's see what it says. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down. Recovers all personnel HP. I missed whatever else it said. Let's see if I hover over it again. I bet I didn't though. Nope. Well. Recovers all your HP. I know that for sure. That'd be kind of broken if it recovered your mana too. I'm kind of wondering if that's what it does now. That seems way too good. Dragon Seal Incense. Oh, this is not helping me at all. There we go. Recovers all characters' HP. Okay, apparently that's it. Apparently that's all it does. I thought it was better than that. Oh, what? Okay. So apparently, apparently it has infinite uses? What? Wow, okay. Interesting. Well, that's insane. So, I guess that's good to know now that I've basically beat the game. Anyway, so I guess, you know, that's a pretty good item that you could put on anybody that I don't know, is weak, like Lorelei, um, or or somebody like Victor. You know, after he's used his clone rune and he's gonna be unbalanced for the next turn. Um, Although it still feels like it'd be better used on somebody like weak. I guess maybe in like my case it would have been Kai for boss battles anyway. You know, he's pretty useful for actual fights, but once it comes to the bosses, he just doesn't do a whole lot. So I kind of feel like it would probably be decent on him too. But oh, that is pretty interesting stuff right there, actually. The things you know. The things you want. There, so there you go. I got a fortune rune piece. So I guess, I don't know, whatever. Increases character's luck. I guess I don't know, I guess I just used it right away. I guess why not, you know? If you're gonna be here for, oh, boom, look at that. Oh, I increased my character's luck and then bam, right a second after, that's when I completed the puzzle. Irony? Coincidence. I'm gonna go with coincidence. I think that's the more appropriate word. Alright, so here's Kirinji? Kirinji, what an insane name. I'm probably not saying that right either. Because I am the king of mispronunciation. What else we got here? Oh, so the kind of the good thing about this puzzle is when you're coming from the north and leaving, it always just spins you to the exit, and you don't have to like try to get lucky, you know, and spend another half hour, 20 minutes trying to get out. And then I believe at this point the dolls or whatever those robot things are, they stop working, so they won't just auto kick you out. And here I'm going the wrong way because I'm bad. And I feel bad. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost in the clear. Let's go back to the inn. Oh, and I do have to make a small correction. Actually, that Dragon Seal Incense doesn't restore all of your health. That would be crazy overpowered. It's only, I tested it out, it's actually only 50. But it's for all your characters, so I mean, it's, I don't know, I guess it's something. You know, again, if you've got somebody like, oh, Victor, or, you know, really anybody with like the clone rune, or a rune that will put them into the unbalanced condition, then, you know, you can use it on the off turns, I guess. So, I don't know, it's something, I guess. Oh! So obviously, Kryn was gonna try the old poison the tea trick on us. I did like how it, I like how it played out though. So he called LaPont basically and told him where we were gonna be at, and then he was gonna take off with the sword. So, alright. Alright, so LaPont was gonna be... You know, he kind of just wanted to stay out of it. But, here's another example. Kind of like Matthew, you know, where he wanted to just kind of stay away from the war and not really get involved, and actually was kind of thrust into, forced. I mean, so now Craze has forced his hand by abducting his wife, which, I mean, do you really think he was gonna get away with that? Like, come on, buddy. Water root piece. Woo, tired. Alright. So another water rune piece. And I'm betting I kick Lorelei here. Yep. This is kind of annoying though, because, you know, maybe this would have worked out differently. So I'm betting if you had one of your members that you were gonna kick out, if you had them in the front row, then maybe LaPont would be put in the front row. But I can't. No, actually, that's not the case. He automatically gets put in that last spot. Because now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I had Kai in the last spot, and Lorelei was actually in Kai's spot there. So when Lorelei got kicked, Kai moved over, and then thus LaPont gets that last spot. So I thought maybe we could, you know, set it up so that you could at least get some use out of him in that first battle, but I don't think you can. Which, you know, whatever. Doesn't really matter anyway. Obviously, these fights are not very difficult, so not an issue. Check that statue. There is nothing there. I think you gotta go left, because right, if you go through that right door, I think the next scene triggers. So you want to go into this left door. I don't know why I was just sitting here. How dare you get in the way of my promotion? So, I'm guessing because we evaded Craze, that's why he got demoted. I think that's how that all played out. So now he blames us for being stuck in this town, and apparently Eileen was supposed to be his entertainment. So, you know, scumbag. I mean, if we didn't, you know, if we hadn't figured that out already. Chris is just a total dirtbag. Wouldn't want to hurt this beautiful lady. Boy, and if Gremio has something bad to say about somebody, they're really bad. Capture those men, Pawn. That's right, Pawn. Are you gonna be Craze's pawn? I got nothing. Pawn, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? You're acting crazy. Oh, you're a pig in human skin. And here's your choice. You don't ever get to see Craze again, so it doesn't really matter, but I off him. Sorry, buddy. And I believe Craze is the only person in the game where if you execute him, it has no effect on the rest of the game. And that choice that you make right there has absolutely no bearing on the rest of the game. Alright. LaPont has been recruited. And when you recruit LaPont, Eileen comes with, as well as Giovanni, I think is his name. Giovanni can't be used in regular combat, but he is useful in the army battles for a while anyway. And then here's your choice to get pawn back. So obviously you're gonna want to take option number 2. And my suggestion actually for the rest of, well, I should say for the time being, is to make sure that you fight or at least use pawn. Because he is going to need to be leveled up, and just make sure that you keep his gear updated as well, because eventually he will have to do a fight by himself, and you're gonna want him beefed up. And here, I don't know why I came back into LaPont's mansion. I think I just wanted to see if I could get back in or not. So, ooh, wow, the yawn, something fierce. But yeah, so I mean, obviously you can come back in here if you want to use that, the big wheel, and get more fortune rune pieces. Which, please tell me I didn't step on this wheel. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, okay, good. Good deal. I am really glad I didn't mess around with that. Again, nothing really useful that comes out of here. If you're trying to collect all the different antiques in the game, these guys might have, and I don't even know if you actually need to actually try to get it from these guys. Maybe. Let's see here. Doop 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 doop. See if I can find these guys again. Here we go. The Persian lamp. Persian lamp. Gosh, that sounds so familiar. God, that is the only place. Okay. Well, I stand corrected. The slot man, the dude that looks like the treasure chest in there, as well as the what is it, the guy with the sword? Yeah, the robot soldier with the sword. Those are the only enemies in the entire game that drop the Persian lamp. So if you're trying to get those, this is the only place to do it, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. I know I got a bunch of stuff from there, but I wasn't paying attention to what they appraised. They appraised as. Oh well. Alright, where are we off to next? I don't remember if there was anything like useful to go for next. And again, every time I see this fight, I get so annoyed. Or this enemy, I should say, because I actually spent a lot of time getting that Pharaoh rune, and I never used it I never even equipped it on anybody. So I spent just a ton of time getting it, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, well, this actually is not very useful. So, you know, if you want to mess around with it, by all means. Like I said, the only real use I can even really think of is if you're trying to level somebody, but even then, it's like, just use a fortune rune instead, you know, and double their experience. So, I don't know, that's my 2 cents. Well, I must be, maybe I'm heading back to the, probably heading back to the castle. That would make sense. It's typically what I end up doing. Seemingly every 5 minutes. Nah, I shouldn't say that, it's been a while. It has been a good chunk of story just got taken care of, so. Later on in the game, like, I leveled a bunch of different people just to kind of see what they'd be like in combat, and I actually was, you know, I'd travel, or I'd go out and fight a bunch of battles, and then I'd come back and like upgrade someone's weapons, and it just felt like I was constantly going back to the castle, which is fine, you know, whatever, it's not the end of the world, and it does get a lot easier later too, like I was saying. It's a little cumbersome right now, just because you have to hop on the boat and then go back and. Okay. Cool. So this is where Barcus and Sidonia join. Hey, you say something too. Hey there. I just don't get that guy. I don't know how they were trying to write him. It feels like he's just dumb. I don't know. But I don't know. Alright, banquet time. That sounds like fun. I like banquets. I like food. Speaking of banquets, of course, Pawn is there. I should have known. Alright, so the troops are assembled. Can't you be more quiet while you eat? Okay. What was that? Ha 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 ho 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 he he he. Just look at that. Heh. What? That's really it? That's a weird line to me. His wife says, oh, he's enjoying himself. He must really hate the Empire. Like, what? How would you not know that? You're married. Whatever. Maybe it doesn't come up on, you know, daily conversation. This assassin here. I think you just have to survive for 3. Actually, I don't even know if you have to survive for 3 turns. I think you can technically lose this battle, and you don't get a game over. But he takes off in 3 turns. Either way, so. You alright, you scoundrel? Okay. If you say so. I mean, let's be honest, that guy was hitting me for like 1 damage. He wasn't a real threat. And I like Gremio and Pawn are fighting over who's gonna watch over the hero. In his little, what appears to be a jail cell. Okay. There aren't any bars, but seriously, that room is tiny. Let's take a bath. Me and Gremio. Yeah. Seems like a good idea, right? Here I just monkeying around. I didn't end up placing anything down, but I don't know why. I never did I never decorated the bath at all in my my playthrough. I didn't throw a single thing in there. And where am I going? Who even knows? Okay. It's time to take a look at the vault. So again, the only real thing that bugs me about the castle is eventually, I'm guessing it's probably not too much longer, but the layout changes. So like you kind of like get used to where things are at, and then then a bunch of the stuff gets moved around. So like the vault is here, whereas I think this is the first floor right now, and then the vault actually gets moved up to the second floor. I believe the inn stays the same. The item shop, I think the item shop stays on the first floor. Yeah, that is actually, you know, now that I think about it, I don't know if the inn actually, or the item shop is on the yeah, I think it is. I don't think that ever changes. But anyways, long story short, there's a couple of things that change. So, you know, unfortunately, you can't really get used to where things are at right now, I guess. What am I trying to do here? I think that wooden shield, I think I just planned on throwing or selling to the store, because that was, I don't know, the wooden shield is the basic shield, and it's just, I don't know, it's not useful. It's not something I wanted to keep in the vault, because I knew this was gonna end up getting really cluttered eventually. And there's just a lot of stuff that you just don't need to hang on to, like tunics, like this kind of stuff, like tunics and gloves and robes, you know, like the basic equipment that, you know, a bunch of your characters start with. You don't need to hang on to that. Like, what are you gonna do with that? You know, there's no reason to keep a lot of that stuff. Same like the headband. So there's a tunic, brass armor. You don't need to keep any of that. Those shoulder pads that I worked so hard to get. I actually spent a long time farming at the, what was that? Oh, the place where the queen ant is at. Actually spent a lot of time there fighting the, I wasn't trying to get the shoulder pads. I just happened to get them, luckily, while I was farming for earth fragments or whatever. All right, so yeah, I think I'm guessing that's gonna be it for the like the story stuff for this video. I'm guessing the rest of this is either, oh, maybe I recruited somebody. It kind of looks like I'm on my, oh, here we go. Yeah, there is more story stuff. I forgot about this part. So here we have Kirkus. I kind of like Kirkus. He's actually really good. No, actually discuss a little more about Kirkus and his different uses a little bit later. But he can be he's pretty good. I actually really like him. Must speak to your leader, Odessa. That could be a problem. Oh boy. Yeah, of course. We'll help you, buddy. No big deal. On a day's work for the Liberation Army. All right. You know what? That is gonna bring this video actually to a close. So, like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. But hope these guides or the videos are at least somewhat helpful, and I hope you join me for more. All right. Thanks for watching.